Okay, so we're back. All right. Yay. We got one viewer. Woohoo! One viewer. I know who that is. That's me. But yeah, no, I was having issues trying to log in and it was being buggy, so I had to go in that way and come in with music and everything else. Make sure my stream was working right. For someone that's streaming using YouTube, it was broadcasting to nowhere. So, how's everyone doing today? I am fine. I am just right now getting everything else set up so I can take a look. And just right now, I'm actually working on YouTube right now. Well, I'm actually working on my stuff right now. Here, let me show you what I'm working on. So, video capture device. Nope, we want to show my screen. That is what I'm working on. Yeah, so just working on it, getting the edits finally done. I got a text document I am working on. Here's the text document, which I'll show you guys in a second. So that's for the time codes and everything else. So I'm just finishing it up. I just typed out many more. And now I'm just working on links. So I got to find everybody's links that I'm going to be putting in here for Google Juice. And you can find him at, I'll just put in his Twitter account. I have that information. But first, let's get Fun King's information. Fun King 3D. Do. Get that information. So for Fun King 3D, we'll put in link. Does anybody know if Alien 3D has a YouTube channel, or probably not? If they do, I will put an Alien 3D. It's just Alien 3D, Alien Controversy. Introducing a Alien box. Just Alien movie reviews and that type of stuff. So I doubt they are online, so I'll have to add them on. Canadian Alex Jones. No, I'm not Canadian Alex Jones, man. He does have a channel. Okay, well, it'd be great to have that information where he broadcasts out of, man. But I can't find it here, so I'm just going to find their link. I'm just going to link to the website. That's all I can do. No, just Alien 3D. Search on Google. Pull me up Alien 3D at Amazon. What the hell? Oh, that's some scary stuff on Amazon. Don't do a search for it. If you want to be creeped out. There it is, alien3d.us. That's why I couldn't find them. The .us. So we'll put that into the notes. Yeah, if you guys want to see what I'm working on, because I was kind of showed it a few minutes ago. I'm just right now. Let me go back to the display capture. I have no idea what that means, man. Oh, is that his address? Okay. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. What I'm doing right now is I'm just working on the YouTube stuff. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is my editing program. I use Vegas because Vegas I got cheap and it's affordable and it works. And there's all the code right there that I'm working on right now. So this is my YouTube text. We got with our final video of Murph 2019. That's right, final video. I'm putting in time codes, the whole 9 yards. I can't use 90% of the options that are out on YouTube because I'm not big enough. YouTube's idea is that Unless you have 1,000 subscribers, you can't use any other tools. Why? Why are all 3D people cat people? Because we love the cat, because they're cool. I have a cat somewhere. It's upstairs sleeping, but yeah, it doesn't come down in the basement and do anything, so. Thank you so much for that YouTube information. That's his YouTube channel? Okay, let's have a look at this. So we'll go back to the trusty YouTube window box here. Display capture. So go to a channel. Let's go to Nez. Seconds. You bought a bus, which I thought was kind of weird. There it is. He only has 152 subscribers? Dude, subscribe. Everybody hit the subscribe button. I'm actually going to tell him he needs to push Alien 3D if he wants it to be big on YouTube. Really push it hard. Yeah. So we got the YouTube channel now. So we're actually, I'm going to link that in the in those YouTube windows that open up. You know, that little thing that has the eye in it. I'll let me put it on my video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You know, a little circle that will appear somewhere around here, and then you'll see some text around this. I'm trying to, so the text will be here, or it pops up over here. Yeah, it'll be in the video's description. So I'll throw that in there so it displays there, and I'm also going to add the YouTube link right under the Alien. Well, actually, know what? Should I add both? It's good for Google Juice. So I'll put down Alien 3D US space, and then I'll add in the other one. I deleted it. You piece of computer. Control C. Control V. Enter. Control C. Control V. Yes. I've locked that in my head so that whenever I do it, I just say it now. Just way that I can remember certain stuff. Okay, Chuck. Let's go find Chuck's information. CGP. There we are. I wonder how he got his to say beginner electronics. Because my YouTube channel is just a bunch of lettering. It's not saying, you know, like the whole name, which I find kind of odd. That how did he do that yet? At 100, you automatically get this option to change your information. I wonder if it's after you hit 50,000 they allow you to do that, or 25,000. Who knows? I'll have to send an email. I'll have to look at the YouTube, you know, what's allowed, what's not type of thing. Says we got 3 viewing, but I only see 2 viewers. So you 2 viewers, you guys are awesome. Just remember that. So I don't know if I'm going to keep the video up because I'm going to get to some news that no, not anymore. YouTube's changed their the whole way they're working. Something to keep in mind. Hi, 3D Trucker. So YouTube's changing a lot of their rules, including live streaming now. Now, live streaming, you have to have over 1,000 subscribers for mobile. And I'm like going, when are they going to push this to people who figure out how to get around mobile? running around with maybe a camcorder on their head, like from the Christchurch incident. This is where it comes from, and I know that's where it's coming from. But all it does, it takes one person to figure it out. I can videotape it, have it connected, and stream it out to the world on a laptop in my backpack. That is going to happen. There is no way to stop this from happening. The only way you can stop it from happening is to end all live streaming. Or what Google might try to do, and this is where I am actually jumping ship, maybe, if it happens, is that we won't be able to live stream at all. If that becomes the case, then I'm going to have to jump ships. Because as far as I'm concerned, the day that we are not allowed to live stream is the day really YouTube has gone off the deep end. If YouTube never offered live streaming, I don't know if I would still do it. I honestly mean that. Hey, Jake, thanks for coming in. I'm getting a little controversial, so I do apologize if anybody's like saying, Ron, you're jumping off the deep end. YouTube's not going to do this. We've seen YouTube do a lot of weird things. And glitch will become very popular. Yeah, well, if YouTube goes the way that they're talking about going and bans all live streams that are not over 1,000 subscribers, that's going to hurt thousands of channels. You know, the channels that grew without live streaming, they already made their mark. They're already up here. They don't need to worry about live streaming. You know, they've already hit their mark. The smaller channels like myself, we're only 255 subscribers deep, guys. I would love to hit 500. Hell, I would like this to be at 1,000. But I know that's not possible at this present time. Just saying. Hey, Matt Troyer, thanks for coming in. And Jake, if I didn't say hi to you already, man. Hello, buddy. And if that happens, where YouTube is now saying that we cannot live stream unless we're at 1,000 subscribers, yet we're one of those channels that has a big subscription coverage, unlike Luke here, who's already at almost 2,000 subscribers and has only 6 videos. I'm just kidding. I'm not picking on you, Luke, but I'm just talking about something in general that's YouTube kind of put out there, and I don't know what YouTube is doing right now, but you have to have 1,000 subscribers. LOL, truth. Even though, you know, you need to have 1,000 subscribers, okay? 1,000 just to live stream is a little bit bizarre. Maybe this is why the guy took to Facebook, because he has that Facebook following. I don't know. I never looked at the numbers. I don't care to. But if this is going to be a stand that YouTube is going to take, then yeah, I might have to move my... That might be the end of live stream on here. I may have to move over to the other channel. And that other channel, you guys know what it is called. And I've only done one episode there. I haven't gone back there. Because, well, I don't know if there would be a big enough following. Personally. 7 people are watching. Thanks, everyone. What do you mean, YouTube? YouTube's already put it out to me already. YouTube's already warned me that as of April 30th, they're pulling this 1,000 subscriber on their mobile side. So, you know, when I go walking around events and I have my my phone on my gimbal and I'm walking around filming things to show you guys, because I'm here with my gimbal and I'm like zooming in, zooming out. I can take upper shots. I can control the camera all by my thumb. It's a really nice little gimbal. I love it. I gotta do a video about it because it is such a smart idea. And yeah, I'll be filmed on this, so yay. I can film this with my gimbal and then talk a little bit more about it now that I've used it a lot more for everything from my, when we were doing those everyday episodes when I was walking around showing you guys like let's say the episode before when I was out in up north when I showed you guys that video footage. That was all shot with the gimbal. When I go to events and I'm walking around there and I don't have my film guy with me, that's all done on gimbal. It's going to be the same with when I go to Maker Faire in Mississauga. They're calling it Maker Faire in Mississauga. I don't even know if it's going to be good or not, but I'm going to walk around with the gimbal. Take some shots, show you guys around. But yeah, they're talking about taking live streaming away from the smaller channels, which is ridiculous. Unless you have 1K subscribers, you are not allowed to live stream. Mobile. What happens when they say, oh, you are a big channel, but we're taking live streaming away unless you have 1,000 subscribers? That will kill me. That would kill Wiley. That will kill everyone who's new to the channel that uses it for live streaming. Gaming channels that don't have 1K are going to hurt if they do live streaming on their phone or whatever. That's going to hurt them too. This idea that what YouTube is doing is going to kill YouTube itself in the streaming market. That's why I made a backup plan. Slowly but surely, I'm going to back everything up and push it over to another service. I don't know where I'm going to be pushing it as of yet. That decision has not been made. But I'm preparing for it. It's not great. It's not entirely smart plan, granted. But if YouTube goes this way of route, and I remember seeing it constantly popping up, warning me that YouTube is going to stop live streaming on phones. Got me worried. No, I said, fine, I see it, and I just ignored it. But if they push this, and then they go after small channels that want to use YouTube for exposure, like, I don't know where YouTube's going with this idea. What's your thoughts on this, guys? Do you think this is a good idea by YouTube? Because personally, I'm a little worried. Because I can't find any news about it anymore. It came up. I said, fine. Read the description, what it said. And it said, unless you have 1,000K, you will no longer be able to do live streaming on your phone. Christchurch. That's all I'm going to say right there. That should tell you guys enough information. This went up after the fact of the Christchurch incident. Like, not even a week after. Well, actually, no. Went up a week and a half before that? Because they got rid of everything on those small channels. You got rid of the ability to earn revenue. You got rid of the ability for us to grow our channel. And anyone that's new to the YouTube market is being not getting the likes. We're not getting the reviews. We're not hitting trending. YouTube needs a new and Oh God, it just tastes throw up in my mouth. Ugh. Like it needs a new or noteworthy. Oh God, I hate that word. This has to go back to the YouTube. This has to go back to my podcasting days. I'll explain that in a little bit. But there's a section in that we need in YouTube which highlights these new channels that are coming up and let YouTube say, hey, have you seen this channel? Check them out. They have lots of good stuff on their channel. Like, I don't know, they need a curators or something like that to look at channels that are trying to grow. Like once you hit like 230, boom, you're in this section where it's like I hate that word, noteworthy, because I'll explain the new noteworthy. It's the throw up word in the podcast realm. Okay, and I used to podcast a lot, and I used to think new noteworthy was the king and end all of the Apple network. But in reality, new and noteworthy does not help your numbers. Either A, you're new in Apple and you're only there for 6 weeks. Or B, you are noteworthy, which means they liked something that you put out. Now, I got listed in noteworthy when Zune was a player. If you guys remember the Microsoft Zune, not a lot of people do, but Zune was Microsoft's answer to the iPad or to the iPod. Way better player, better sound than the iPod. And it also had a screen. The audio that came out of that player was phenomenal. It was 3 times better than any other player I ever heard. The software was, it was terrible. Hands down, terrible. I just want to, it needed a lot of work, the software side. But the player was slick. The interface on the player was slick. But yeah, it was just the audio, the interface is But because Microsoft dropped it too soon, in my feelings, I think they could have pushed another year or two into that and it would have took off. But I guess Microsoft really didn't have any wanting to survive, I guess. I'm not sure. I got the info from Microsoft from YouTube itself was popping up the information saying that they were going to be doing this. It wasn't listed to you guys. It was only listed in our backend. So when you go into YouTube and you register your videos to put them up, in the little description box at the very top was a message that said, attention YouTuber. So it was addressed to, I guess, people that have done mobile streams, that you will no longer have this option as of April 30th. And it was up there for a week and then just disappeared. I've messaged people. I've talked to other YouTubers. They saw it too. But we haven't got any repair. But you just hit the X button. You go read more and explain why they were doing it. Due to certain reasons that we have expressed, we will no longer be offering live stream unless you have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for your understanding, YouTube. That was in the help option. I haven't been able to recover that page. I love to recover it again. But if this is true, then I am preparing myself in case that does happen. But honestly, if you're not monetized, you are not recommended. You are not noted in YouTube's algorithm. This is fact. Let me see if I can pull up that information. Let me go to my YouTube account. Creator Studio. Okay, so you guys are going to see my back end. It may be just for mobile streamers. I don't know. It was said, "Dear YouTuber," at the very top. I'll show you guys where it used to say that. Because it's not showing it anymore. So I'm a little confused by this, but I haven't checked on my phone to see if I can't still stream. I'm going to check on May 1st to see if they've implemented it. But let me go to my capture screen. Okay, let's go full screen here. So this is my YouTube backend. So I can see what I'm looking at. 255 subscribers. There's the ad widget. Watch time, blah, blah, 26 plus subscribers in the last month. So thank you, everyone. Where was it? And right here, it had a message. It said, one new message. I clicked on it. And it said in here, "Dear YouTuber, due to certain reasons, blah, 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 we are only allowing, you know." So come on. Now YouTube's running really slow. So that's what it's seeing right now. Live stream, well, that's it. So I think it was under community. No, community just shows all the subscribers. Those are all the people that are on the channel that are monetized users, hidden users. These guys were just constantly trying to ping my service, you know. Channel. Here it is. Monetization not enabled. Channel membership unenabled. But as you can see, everything else has been okayed. So annotations no longer allowed. Super chat not allowed. Custom URL is in there. Yeah, it's not showing it on the screen. So I don't know what the heck's that all about. But if I go to monetization, learn more. All existing feature video monetization upon channel approval. Number 4, I have to hit this. Once you hit that, then you're part of the YouTube partnership program, which also puts you in the trending information, and monetize preference set, which I already got, which is also part of the trending options. So I am not eligible for that yet, unless you hit 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Watch hours for previous month, I am not near that yet, so, but I'm only at 255 subscribers. So that's also a problem. Let me get out of there. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Remember that YouTube is a business, needs to turn a profit. If your channel grows, it makes money off of it. Small channels use the same storage and streaming resources on their services as big ones. Yeah, I do understand that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I get that. But YouTube has been slowly, and I've talked to a lot of other YouTubers out there that are in the small business boat like I am. They have been crippled because of that. An artist, I forget his name now. He was sitting at 500 when he first started at YouTube, and still sitting at close to 800. But has told me already that his revenue, ever since they killed it, has cost him so much more money. He's not going to continue doing his videos on YouTube. He's moving them over to Twitch. He moved his whole channel over to Twitch, and now he's partnered. And he's been making great money over there, just doing the animation videos that he does, puts them up on there, and then transfers them over to YouTube. But because his channel was crippled like that, he had to go over to a different company to do it, to make it work. That's what it is. I understand that YouTube's trying to make money, but at the same time, I think they're crippling their own stock, because advertisers want to be advertised friendly, able to advertise to audiences that are big. They think that's where the money is, when really, I'll tell you a little story here and wrap your head around this one. I used to work with a company called Little Channel. It was basically not on YouTube. They were basically just podcasting only. So we're talking about a different genre altogether. We talked about movies in general. We didn't play any movie clips. We didn't do any of that. We just talked about movies that the public would not really see. So, foreign films was our main goal. I got invited on the show because I had a lot of views about a couple of these movies that they were reviewing, which was Seven Samurai. The other one was Ringu and Ju-on, and some of the Japanese horror and samurai movies. So I got involved with these guys, and we were small. We signed agreement with Netflix. Before Netflix was huge, we had an agreement with Netflix because Netflix had all these old movies and such, and the other guys were from the States. I was from, me being in Canada, but I saw some of that money. We were told for every subscriber that signed up to Netflix using our account, Netflix would pay us something like $2. We ended up getting over, I repeat this, over 9,000 subscribers using our code. 9,000. Yes. This is from a podcast that had roughly about 700 listeners. When we talked about, when Netflix came on, they were like, we'll give you this deal. I don't think they expected us to sign that many people up within 1 year. And that was us just doing our thing, talking movies. Sure, I know this opens it up, but we were so niche because we only wanted to talk about foreign films. We had other theater companies sending us review tapes and everything else. We'd just send them back saying, no, we're not interested. A lot of them were really boring, dumb U.S. movies. And we're like going, no, that's not our niche. Sorry. We basically stayed in the subtitle genre. It was subtitled, and it was interesting enough that we thought that this is something our listeners want to know about. We talked about it. We didn't talk about the U.S., We're not there to talk about like Avengers or anything like that. No, we were just talking foreign movies. Now, I know that may not be any of you guys' forte, but when we were talking about it, we had listeners writing to us every other week. We'd have like maybe 5 or 6 emails from other listeners going, wow, you guys just hit it out of the park with that movie. I've never even heard of it. Now that I know it's on Netflix, I'm going to get a Netflix account and watch it. And basically, we started seeing people subscribing to Netflix. And we were starting to see a check about once a month come in from Netflix. At the end, we all made money. We were all happy. We stopped doing it about 4 years ago? No? Yeah, I think it was about 4 years ago. We stopped because of certain reasons and someone died. But other than that, yeah, I had that as a podcast. I had my own podcast, which was Japan Experience, where we used to talk about Japanese movies. The problem with Japanese movies is they are hard to get any information, and a lot of times, if it's an if it's a film like, I don't know, like this is a Chinese version of it, but Swing Girls, because it has English subtitles. Swing Girls is kind of a movie that no one would ever hear about on the North American side, but I can tell you right now, it's probably one of my top 10 Japanese feel-good movies. No one ever hear about it. No one probably even knows about it. You guys probably don't even know about it. But if you don't mind, if you like some fun, feel good, check it out. I can tell you, it's a lot of fun. I have a DVD version from China because it's the only way I can get a copy of it. It's like my copy of Battle Royale. Battle Royale was basically a very gruesome movie. 30 kids, only one winner. Yeah. Violent as all gets out. I do not like the new director's cut. It is horrible. That's the one that's out on Blu-ray for everyone in the US, Battle Royale. I don't like it. It adds a lot of cheesiness to the actual movie, which was not cheesy in the original cut. So all those bullet special effects stuff was added in after the movie. It doesn't add anything to the movie. It just makes it look more cheesy. I like the grittiness of the original. It was gritty. It had it had more of a grittier feel, and I think that is a better version than what they did with the US version, where they cut some scenes out, reanimated it. I was like, what the heck did they just do? Oh, yuck. And it just turned me off the movie for the US side, you know. I don't think I've ever watched... I watched the Bubblegum series, like... if you're talking like Bubblegum Crisis and animated, yeah, I've seen those. But I don't remember Bubblegum series. Last good movie out of Japan. Give you another movie that you guys probably never heard of. Cold Eyes. Korean movie. All about bank robbers. If you want a good cat and mouse game, that is an amazing cat and mouse game. Yeah, Crisis Crash. I don't think I've seen Crisis Crash. Have I? Maybe. 3 interesting movies if you're looking for... If you're looking for some action movies, and you're like me, you have your collection of movies you can't get because they don't have subtitles, because you go searching everywhere and you can't find them. Yeah, I have a binder full of these type of movies where it's like, yeah, I found the code, so I put it onto a blank. I have the original sitting upstairs. And some of these were just movies that my friends gave me. No sleeves, no nothing, and I know they're not legit. Let's just put it that way. But let's see here. If you're looking for something kind of different, one Blu-ray that I don't have, which I'm trying to find right now, and it's not because of the heart of, yeah, I can't find it. It's because it's only available in the Japanese format, and it's a series I fell in love with, which was 3x3 Eyes. If you want an interesting violent series, that's pretty good. But movies go. Let's have a look. Not animated. Returners, that was different. I actually enjoyed that one. Which is another Japanese. Think of Terminator meets Japan. That's the best way to put what Returners is like. And add time travel to it. Mike Takahashi's Dead or Alive is another good violent movie. Anything by Mike Takahashi I've really enjoyed. Mike Takahashi redid a movie called 13 Assassins. If you haven't seen that movie, it is a U.S. title. It was brought out by, I forget the name of the company now. I think it's Magnet. I think is the name of the company. They released it in the U.S. Blew me away. It's a reproduction of another Japanese movie without half the violence and half the storyline. So I'd say go see the Mike Takahashi version. Way better. More entertaining than the black and white version I saw back in, 2002? We saw that movie, I think. We saw the original. Yeah, I think it was 2002 we saw the original. And then it was, then we saw the original. Then we saw the Mike Takahashi remake, which we thought was kind of odd, because we kind of going, this feels like it's a remake of something else, but we weren't too sure where it was. But I saw that at the Toronto International Film Festival, and I said, this feels like it's a remake of something else. And I was right. I found that out after doing some research. But no, 13 Assassins, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's a really good movie. I know, interesting. Watching me flip through discs. Ichi the Killer, if you guys have not seen that movie, you need to have a strong stomach when you're watching that one. That's another Mike Takahashi film that never got released out here. Mike Takahashi films are very weird and very gruesome in a lot of ways. One that's not so gruesome was Zebraman. If you know me, you know how much I loved Zebraman. It is it's like Power Rangers meets cartoon meets full-length movie that really does make it worth the money to see it. Azumi, I can't remember who the director is of Azumi. Azumi is a story of these these people that are trained to be not ninjas, but to be samurai. Well, they're trained in the samurai sense, but are also trained that they are trained for taking down. They're trained as assassins. This is the best way I can put it. But not like ninja assassins, but samurai assassins. Yeah, it's different. It's well written. The first one is. The second one, take it or leave it. But the first one's actually really good. Well written. A little dark, but Azumi, the first movie, is worth seeing if you haven't seen it. And I think it's already been released in the U.S. I'm not 100% sure. My copy, when I got it way before the U.S. version was ever released. Mine is the U.K. version. It is written with U.K. English. So, pass me a torch, which is a torch. But a flashlight is also called a torch. And there was some certain spellings that I did notice were UK spellings only. So, yeah, mine's a UK version. Got it from a friend. It's on a blank disc. I don't know where he got it from, so I happen to have it. Tano Uta, another movie. Tano Uta is a movie that would make you cry. Made me cry. Story about a girl that suffers from some disease called EP, or otherwise known as sun disease, and sun is lethal for her. She can sing. She has a talented voice, but she has limited time on the earth to live. And you watch her journey. I'll warn you right now. It's like watching your own heart die. It's a good movie, though. Well written, well directed, but yeah, it's heart crushing. Hey, Zimmy, sorry to not say hi to you, and same with Ron and Theory Deluxe. I'm just going through this. I'm keeping my eye on the screen, guys, so don't worry. But, yeah. But that just gives you guys an idea of what we used to talk about. Movies you can't find anywhere. And that used to be my podcast. That used to pay for a lot of equipment. How do you think I got this little baby? $400 recorder. Still sells for close to $300 online. That was done with the podcast money we made. ARM. Made with that podcast money. My mixer down here. Made with that money we got from doing a podcast. Like I said, we didn't have 1,000 subscribers. We only had about 600 subscribers. We had over 2,000 listeners. Some people don't subscribe because they're like, let's see what they're talking about this week. It's not a movie I care about, so I'm not going to download it. I'm not going to subscribe. But I do like that movie they're talking about, but I don't like any of the other movies. Those casual listeners were the ones that basically got us got us that much money coming in. It's not about money. It's about downloads. And I think that's where we are losing a little bit on the YouTube side, but I don't, it's the way YouTube is, I guess. But, yeah, I hope to get the rest of this done. Video is done. I just finished encoding. The encoding just ended, so I'm going to upload this as soon as I can, once we're done this. But, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I'm working on, that I'm not dead yet, that we may be moving. I don't know yet. I haven't made my decision on that yet. That is just to give you guys an update of what's going on. But it just shows you guys, like, how much I understand how YouTube works. Like, I understand it. It's business. It's money. They need to make money. But at the same time, you're taking money and you're giving it all to these big subscribers. Who says those subscribers are happily watching their stuff? There was a time when subscribers meant absolutely... I was not subscribed to anything. The YouTube algorithm learned what I liked. It would show me videos I liked. Then when I was not getting those anymore, I had to subscribe to their channel. Great, I was still getting the content then. Then all of a sudden YouTube decides to turn that off, so you can't even see the stuff you subscribe to. Annoying as that was, I rang the bell. And still to this day, when certain shows get uploaded, I don't see any alerts to it. Just because I didn't watch 1 or 2 episodes of their new stuff because it didn't interest me, boom, you're taken off their list. And you don't see when their new subscriptions come up. Because you did not watch their new video when we alerted you. So we don't think you're interested in their channel. You can stay subscribed. Doesn't mean the viewership goes up. Let you think about that for a second. If you stop watching someone's content, have you noticed that YouTube doesn't tell you anymore if they have new content? I didn't ring the bell on one show, one channel, which I regretted because I was always getting the updates for the show. Then all of a sudden, no more updates. I had to go search for my subscription channel, find him, and ring the bell so now I get notifications. But because I did not turn on the bell, and YouTube was constantly throwing the videos at me to watch his videos, I was doing that. But without ringing the bell, we don't get notified now. And if you don't watch every video they do now, you get technically you're still subscribed to their channel, but you're not watching their content. All I'm saying, guys, is that when you think about it, does that sound right to you? Does that sound like YouTube really does give a damn? But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But guys, remember, subscribe to the channels you like, ring their bells so you get notification. But that's about it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get this thing uploaded, and hopefully by the end of today, the video will be up and running, hopefully. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me rant and rave and complain. And we'll talk to you all again really soon. So thanks a lot, everyone.